So guys, today we are gonna look closer at Zara's limited country edition collection and try to find the differences and similarities between men's and women's collections. Because under my review on one of the fragrances from this collection, there was confusion going on, and I can understand that. The bottles look very similar, the notes sound very similar, so are the fragrances very similar or not? That's what we are gonna discuss in today's video, so please keep on watching for all the details about that. But also don't forget to give this video a huge thumbs up and of course subscribe to my channel, as well as share your experience with these fragrances if you have any. And on that note, we can get started. Hi guys, welcome back. I'm super duper excited to answer some of your questions because many of you were curious how the perfumes from men's and women's collections compare to each other, and I was very curious about that too. The only reason why I haven't filmed this video sooner is because we got the feminine collection only a couple of days ago when the men's collection appeared in the German Zara stores last year. So in today's video we are gonna look closer at all the fragrances and compare masculine and feminine counterparts. So to tell you just a few information about these collections, I can say that Zara really came out with a beautiful line of masculine and feminine perfumes that are in fact very similar to each other, but mostly this collection is very exciting for many of us because these are dupes on some popular niche perfumes, but obviously for way more affordable price. So on that note, let's get started. I have all the fragrances sitting in front of me, and I gotta be honest with you, I haven't purchased all the counterparts just because I didn't really see the point of doing that, but we'll get into it. So I want to get started with probably my least favorite fragrance from this collection, which is Amber Fusion. Here it is. I have mine from the masculine collection, and I actually bought it blindly from Zara's official website, and it was on sale. So I was pretty much excited about it because it should be ambery and it's one of my most favorite notes, but there are many different amber molecules on the market and some of them don't really agree with my skin, and unfortunately Amber Fusion is an example for that. So wow. Okay, now I have it on my face. That's not so good. I need to spray something else over that, but I can tell you that it's a warm, very intense amber perfume. In the notes there is bergamot, amber and musk in the masculine version, and in the feminine one there is lily in the top, amber and vanilla in the base, but I can tell you that they are very similar to each other. In both you get intensely cloying amber vibe, and it smells too masculine for me, so I passed it to my boyfriend, but even on him I cannot enjoy it. So I would say it's definitely for those who like mass appealing, very loud, ambery perfumes. It might be nice if you're going out and you want to wear something very strong, but I'm personally not that drawn to it. My favorite from this collection might actually be, of course, Rose Gourmand. You all know that I enjoy this perfume because I've already compared it to a very popular Intense Cafe by Montal that it is surely a dupe for. And many of you told me it is similar to Roses Vanille by Mancera, which totally makes sense to me because, as I've already told you, Intense Cafe by Montal is a dupe on Roses Vanille by Mancera, and so Rose Gourmand is definitely very similar to both of those, because in here you'll get the DNA of those fragrances with its sugary sweet rose. If you like sweet rosy perfumes, you will find it adorable. It is 99% similar to Intense Cafe. If you want more details and the full comparison of those two, check out my previous video. The link to it I will put in the description box down below. But I can tell you, if you love those expensive fragrances and you're on a budget and you're looking for something more affordable but something that will smell just as good, that's definitely Rose Gourmand. It is phenomenal, it is very strong, it is long-lasting, and masculine version is very similar to the feminine version, so that's why I decided to just you know, be satisfied with only one, although I can't get enough of this amazing, jammy, sweet vanillic scent. And we are moving on to the next perfume, the only one that I have from the feminine collection. I don't have it from the masculine one, and it is called Vibrant Leather for Her, which confuses me because on Fragrantica, for example, these perfumes are called True Leather. If you know more information why that happened, but I can tell you that this is one of the best fragrances from the collection, hands down. That smells very fresh and kind of familiar. It has almost like fizzy fruitiness in the opening that smells perfumey, not overly natural, nor it's chemically. It definitely smells like a perfume. And then it also has this sheer and very classy vibe, so there is kind of like a signature scent moment going on, meaning you can be really noticed with this fragrance, and it is very wearable, perfect for every day. That's why I highly recommend it to both men and women, although I don't really know how the masculine version smells. I have the package here, and it says that this perfume captures the feminine essence from leather and woods with an addictive vanilla-like trail. And I can tell you, I don't smell vanilla, I don't smell leather, I don't smell woods in here. I smell something clean, fruity, but not in the very mainstream way. It's just a very beautiful, classy type of fragrance. So definitely check it out if you can. It's an amazing one. And of course, if you know how the masculine True Leather version smells, please update us as well in the comments. Your feedback regarding counterparts I don't own is highly appreciated, I think not only by me but others too. Alright, let's move on to another awesome release from this collection that I fell in love with almost at first sniff. So basically I sprayed on my boyfriend Fleur Sublime in the store and could not stop smelling him all day long, so I went ahead and purchased it for him. And as you know, Benny likes violet perfumes, and this one is very floral and smells a little bit nostalgic, reminds me of something from the past like Cerruti's 1881 perfume that, you know, I'm not the biggest fan of, but I like fragrance that is definitely way more expensive than that and is from Bottega Veneta exclusive collection called Violetta, and I purchased it for my boyfriend because he loves it to bits. And if you want to see our take on it, please check out the video by following the link in the description box below after watching this one. But what I can tell you about Fleur Sublime is that it smells musky, clean, like really fragrance from the past, and perfumes like this one are not created on the everyday basis anymore, but you know, it smells like people have already smelled in the past, so you will be outstandingly smelling and you'll get compliments because not many people will wear something like this. And in my opinion, it's definitely on the feminine side, and I have a masculine version of it, so it would be very interesting to hear how the feminine version of Fleur Sublime smells. And we are moving on to definitely one of the most exciting fragrances from this collection, because this is a dupe on one of the most hyped niche fragrances out there, which is of course our beloved Baccarat Rouge 540 by Maison Francisco de Jong, that you know how I feel about. But you know what, I actually stopped hating on it thanks to so many dupes I've smelled, and Red Temptation is a pretty spot-on take on the Baccarat Rouge. I would say it smells 99 or whatever, 90% similar to Eau de Parfum version, because it opens up with a very similar medicinal, sharp saffron scent, and in the base you can smell that mossiness. And this is definitely something that is way more affordable than Baccarat Rouge, and it smells very, very close to it. And I have the masculine version because the feminine one smells the same. And you know what, in the store as I saw them yesterday, I had in my hand almost everything, but I purchased only the Vibrant Leather for her and then went for a new top because I'm on a budget too. And although these fragrances are pretty affordable because each of them retails for 15.95 euros if I'm not wrong, I still needed to decide, do I want new perfumes or new clothing? And since the feminine versions are very, very similar to masculine ones, I just decided to let you know how they smell because I know how they smell, but I didn't really see the point owning not only similar smelling, but actually similar looking perfumes. Actually, to be fair, there is only one little difference in the packaging, I mean like presentation, and we'll get into it by the end of this video, but we have just 2 more fragrances to talk about. Well, actually the only one, because I don't have the counterpart, and I'm talking about Soleil, which I also bought from the internet. And it's one of the best releases from this collection, in my personal opinion, because it's not like a straightforward dupe, like for example Red Temptation, because that's definitely Baccarat Rouge dupe, or Rose Gourmand, because that's definitely Roses Vanille or Intense Cafe dupe. Soleil smells very, very niche, and it doesn't really remind me of one specific fragrance. But if it reminds you of a specific perfume, then please comment it down below. What I can tell you about this one is that it smells expensive, it smells luxurious, and I think that's because of the note of patchouli, which is a very big note in here in both men's and women's versions. There is kind of like a slight difference in the notes, because in the men's perfume there is nutmeg in the top, woody notes in the heart, and patchouli in the base, and in the feminine version there is nutmeg in the top, tuberose instead of the woods in the heart, and patchouli in the base. And I can tell you, you'll get a lot of fruity, fresh patchouli, not earthy and minty, dirty one in here, which makes it very wearable and very expensive smelling. So if you're looking for an abstract smelling perfume that just smells like a niche fragrance of excellent quality, Soleil is a versatile perfume that would be amazing on men and women. So it's one of the winners for me personally from this collection. And although I don't own all the counterparts, I can tell you they are very similar. The only difference I noticed in the presentation is that look at these bottles. Maybe you can notice it yourself. So this is the feminine bottle, and the letters are in gold, and this is the masculine bottle, and the letters are in black. Is this the only difference? Well, in my eyes, sorta yes. But if you agree or disagree with me, go ahead and share your thoughts on these collections below. How do you feel about Zara duping very expensive niche perfume so well, and what do you think about gender classification? I don't really know what to say about it, because fragrances smell indeed very similar. They sort of try to change the details on the bottles and the notes, but we can trust our noses, and my nose told me that these fragrances are almost identical, and even if there is slight difference, you know, it's not very noticeable. It's not like this is a completely different perfume. So I would like to know, how do you feel about gender classification? To me, it seems like Zara wanted to be on the safe side, so they created 2 collections for men and for women, which they put in men's and women's departments, and so, you know, maybe unisex concept is not for them. So I would like to know, how do you feel about that? And of course, what do you think about these perfumes? I can tell you the quality is there. I even like these bottles because of the thick glass, of the golden details that look quite luxurious, and of course affordable pricing. So I would like to know your feedback. Please comment below, as well as if you have any questions left, I would be very glad to answer them. And if you found this video helpful, because I know that many of you were interested in masculine and feminine versions of these perfumes, then please give this video a thumbs up, and of course subscribe to my channel if you're new here, and don't forget to ring that bell in order to get notifications when I post new videos. And if you want to support me even more, then you can donate on Buy Me Coffee website, which allows me not only purchase bubble tea but also invest into perfumes you are interested in. And maybe if you want me to purchase feminine counterparts and create more detailed comparisons, then follow the links below, guys, and I'm excited to hear from you. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to follow me on social media for more content, and I guess that was all from me today. Stay tuned and smell good. We'll see each other in my next one. Bye.